#1 spot. Man, I'll tell you what, like, just, I think that, you know, going into it, you know, we looked at it as, you know, an opportunity for us to reach a different crowd and whatnot, you know what I'm saying? So, we've gotten everything out of it that we wanted to. You know, we got a little shine, you know, we got to work with a Grammy Award winning producer who I'm a fan of. You know, cats, it's, you know, it's not bad to say that you're a fan of another artist. So, you know, I'm a fan of Ninth Wonder. I'm a fan of a lot of his artists too, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, good to work with him. My homie Poe Mac, you know what I'm saying? Good getting back up with him. You know, we ran the Mike Fest tour last year. And most of all, the best part about it, everything is that we up in Winston-Salem tonight, you know what I'm saying? The hometown, me, Ninth, Remo, so should be live as hell, man. I gotta tell you, man, it's a crazy story, right? I played ball up at Guilford College, right? So I went to school there, and they have this, it's like a live art show every year, man. And this year, the year that I went, they get somebody to come and perform or whatever. So I went up there with my homie Second Revolution, and it's like a nude art show, bro. So they hire like models, right? It was like, you know, 6'8", you know, pretty good looking girls up there. Especially there was like this one Amazon looking shorty, thick as hell, man. You know what I'm saying? So we up here, like they got different rooms and they got these tables laid out, okay? And it's all these naked chicks laid out, you know, in their little poses on the tables or whatever, and people just sitting around drawing them and painting them. And the whole time, like, we back up here, you know, in the corner performing, and like we sitting there like, how the fuck I'm supposed to perform with like 6'8" naked shorties like laying on the table in front of me, man? So it was a trip, man. It was a great time, you know. We had a good, you know, of course we got tore up like always, and just, you know, lived it up, man. So to date, that is my favorite show, bro. Well, I mean, where to even start with that question? I mean, you just don't see cats out here getting deals like they used to. The music industry's changed a lot, you know, with now that people have the ability to put their own music out, you know, via the internet, networks like that. So it's really tough to say. Like, obviously, if somebody's gonna sit down and offer you a freaking $1 million deal, how you gonna say no to that? But that's not what's happening out here. Cats are getting 360 deals. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like, a cat like J. Cole though, he's smart. He kept all his publishing, but you know he still got a 360 deal. In other words, like everything that he does, you know, Rock Nation gets a percentage of. And if you get with the right label, let's say you get with a Rock Nation, somebody like that, then it could be a good situation. And you hear all these cats out here, they're like, oh, I'm so wary of taking a deal and this and that. People offer me deals. They're all full of shit. I'll tell you that right now. Because cats just aren't getting these big money deals like that. So the question of, am I going to be, do I see myself signed to a major label in a few years? God, like I said, I don't even know where to start there. Any label would be good at this point. You know, I feel like, you know, we definitely have done our thing. We're getting some notice. So as far as let's change the topic here. Instead of will we be signed to a major label, is more where will we be musically. More than anything else, I want my music heard by as many people as possible. So getting a major deal, if that means like that's the outlet for me to, you know, get my music out there, great. You know, but you know, like I said, you got to be in the right place at the right time. Puts that tape in the right person's hand who likes the way that shit sounds. So the only thing that you can do as an artist is make the best music that you possibly can, man. Now, on the other note, my partner in crime, Kelsey Lou, I see her. You know, here's the good thing. What's good for Scottie Flippen is good for Kelsey Lou, and what's good for Kelsey Lou is good for Scottie Flippen, because Kelsey and I are always gonna make music, no matter what. You know what I'm saying? Like, she could sign a deal with Rock Nation, and I could go sign a deal with fucking Loud Records, whoever it is. I don't even know if they still in business, but and you know, we would still work together, and we've talked about this at length, because I really, her individual career, and I've urged her to do her own thing. I want her to write more songs, you know, I want her to get out there and really, you know, I don't want her being the chick that sings Scottie Flippen's hooks, because she's so much more than that, man. So like, you know, she's about to do this little tour with Nappy Roots. She's featured on a couple tracks on the album. So playing the cello. She's gonna go roam with them in September. No telling where that's gonna take her, man. So if I had to say, the humble part of me says that she's the one that's gonna take off, and when that happens, you know, there's no sky's the limit. You know what I'm saying? So because she's got the total package, man. If somebody doesn't snatch her up soon, there's some dumb motherfuckers out there. Believe me, if I had the money to give her $1 million deal, I'd do it right now. You know what I'm saying? So. Well, it's, you know, honestly, we haven't performed with a lot of. This will be the third show that Kelsey and I have done. It wasn't a big tour. A couple of dates got canceled towards the end too, I think. So as far as the artists go, it's mostly been Jamla, you know, Poe Mac. Y'all know how I feel about him. Obviously, as much work as I've done with him, he featured on track on my album. You know what I think about him and his music. In Wilmington, we had Minds One, and you know, that's my peoples right there. Done a lot of shows with him, and you know, I love that shit. I'm another group I'm a fan of personally, because you know, they got that boom vibe. You know, like we ain't giving in to what everybody else is doing. You know, and they some real spitters. Like just each of them individually are, you know, great in their own right, and when they come together, though, you know, it's something special. So definitely shout out to Minds One. As far as Jamla goes, Heather Victoria is my favorite Jamla artist, by the way, and that's real. You know, it's been good to, you know, see how they run this shit, and you know, they do things a little differently than most cats. Basically, you know, Ninth is spinning, and he's gonna bring an artist up. They'll do a track or two, and then somebody else comes up, and they keep it moving, you know, with the whole label, just like that. So, but I mean, everybody on the label does their thing. So for me to sit here and say, like, you know, who I like the best, you know, I can't really say that. I like all of their artists, and I fuck with all their music. So, you know, they got a great producer behind it as well. So, you know, the sound's gonna be tight on their tapes as well. But yeah, I enjoyed Heather Victoria the most. But hey, I appreciate you chopping it up with me, those small changes, as always. Carolina Music Network, shout out, you know what I'm saying, Trey 4 all day.